Stay connected to Larry Reid Live. Take a moment and like the Facebook page, subscribe to the YouTube page, and hit the bell. Text Larry Reid Live to 33222. That's the words Larry Reid Live, no spaces, to 33222, and get notified when we go live. Become a member of Patreon today by logging on to patreon.com/Larry Reid Live. Download the Patreon app and turn on your notifications. Get connected today.
Cause this is in the wrong area. You should have it on the main shot. No, the graphic. You gotta put the graphic on the main shot. Bring it down beside me. All right. Tell me how to run my show. Don't you want Larry Live? All right, let's go. All right, welcome to Larry Reid Live. Lord have mercy. Now, I'm going to tell you this. If you are watching me right now, it's by the grace of God that you're watching me, because they are trying everything up under the sun to try to stop me from coming here on social media occasions. But here I am right now on YouTube. So I need all of you here that are from the Facebook church. That's right. I'm the pastor of a secular church, and it's called Larry Reid Live. I am your most favorite paper Bible saved, but secular man of God that come out here and talk about everything that is public. Remember, if it is public, I will post it and I will talk about it if I want to. If I don't want to, everybody else post it and I go about my business. But I got to find it interesting. This is what I need for all of you guys to do. If you're over there from the Facebook church, I need for you to go over there on Facebook, copy this link from YouTube, put it over there on Facebook, so all of the thousands of you that watch every single week on Facebook can come over here on YouTube and get in this conversation. I want y'all in the comments complaining, talking about how stuff is ran over here in the YouTube church. It is what it is. But I'm here and I'm on vacation. So I just came here just to give y'all a good show. So I'm going to start with my regular Monday night show right now. I know I'm late, but I couldn't get stuff to work. And we're still in the midst of building these 3 studios here in this property in the basement. We're almost finished here in the live streaming studio. I can't really give you a tour of it, but those of you that are patrons, you have already seen it. I took it all through. I showed you everything. You've done seen everything from scratch. Now, if you're watching me and you want to know everything that's going on behind the scene concerning Larry Reid Live, not only that, But the My Breakthrough Now network that powers Larry Reid Live and my life and everybody attached to me, then you need to come over there and Patreon. Now, if you sign up for Patreon tonight, let me tell you how to do it. Go to Patreon. We changed it. Go to patreon.com/Larry Reid Live. And once you come over there, there are all sorts of benefits that we give over there. Now, we give a lot out here. Any information that is pertinent as relates to your health and your finances, we're going to give all that information out here. But there's exclusive information that we give to those that donate $12 a month. And so if you go ahead now and you sign up, if I were you, I would do it for a year before it go up next month. Should have been up already. I don't know if y'all can hear Joe. Let me see. Hold on for a minute. Did I mute him? How you undo this? Okay, that's the mute. Let me unmute. If it's yellow, is it unmuted? Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. If it's yellow, it's solo. So how do how do I unmute it? Wait a minute, y'all. I'm still learning the thing. Click it how? Go he that one. What's y'all heard him? I don't know how you heard him. Is the yellow? That ain't right.
No, that's not right. You didn't click something that you're not. But talk, Joseph.
Yeah, you can click something you ain't supposed to click. You always clicking something you ain't supposed to click.
I don't even see Joseph's level.
No, his level ain't coming through. I don't know what's. Well, anyway, thank you so much, Latrell. Okay, so look. Larry Live is always mentioned on Clubhouse every day. That's what y'all can't even hear what Kendall's saying. You can't hear what Joe's saying, but maybe Latrell is here from Al Yaka Production, so maybe she will be able to fix it while I'm doing what I'm doing. But then again, I don't really care. Okay, so you go to patreon.com/Larry Reid Live and join up so y'all can see all this foolishness that's going on in here. That's why you need to sign up. And then also the show called Reading Things My Way. A new episode drops every Thursday night at 9 o'clock. Our 5th upload is going to be happening on this week. And you do not want to miss it. And if you are in Patreon, you get to watch it free every single week. So there are a whole lot of things that are going on right here in the My Breakthrough Now studios, and there are 2 or 3 of them that's being built. And I know you know you want to see everything that's going on. All right, now it's Monday night, so when it's on Monday night, then, but Latrell, I like talking to Joseph and them. That's because y'all just loud. It got to be that. I don't know what I did. You know what it is? You think it's because I hit this 5 and 6? That may be what it is. Well, you can't listen to everything they be saying in the comments. Okay. Okay, Latrell gonna figure it out. So while she figuring that out, I'm gonna be talking. Now, since it's Monday night, I always take the first part of the show and thank everybody for the things that you were sent in. Because I was off 2 or 3 weeks. Well, I ain't missed but 2 Mondays, right? I received everything. I want you to know. You know what it is? Look at this. This thing is turned red. What is going on? It's Wirecast. And so that I'm gonna have to go to the other thing then.
No, that only turns red when there's no internet connection.
I know, but yeah, so go down there to the bottom and click down there right there. No, right beside that, right there, right there.
You know what I'm saying is, you could say that, but if your bandwidth chokes, that only turns red when your bandwidth chokes.
Got it.
So there's not enough bandwidth for the people that you have on live, and they're pulling on the stream. That will choke. So for instance, like we were talking about earlier, and your bandwidth connection. So if he's getting like 35 megabytes per second upstream.
Yeah.
If he has so many people on
Yeah.
and his upstream is not strong enough,
Yeah.
that will choke that.
Yep.
It will turn red.
So
it's not.
so are they still able to hear and it's not cutting out?
That's gone. The connection,
Uh-huh.
that red means it's not. It's frozen somewhere. Well, oh no, I'm still seeing it.
Are you still seeing it?
So they can hear us. They can hear us.
It say everything is fine.
We can see in here.
Yeah.
But why in the world is this? Okay, so
Just
so
keep
so
on.
the. All right, so let me go. So let me go ahead and thank everybody for what I got. Everything that you were sending, the Christmas card, Saida, and then also, and I'm so glad that New Jersey, I got your card, and also the blood orange ginger mints and everything that you sent. Thank you so much for sending that in. And let me tell you, I also got a book. Oh Lord, I don't like them. I don't care. I don't like when it's like that. When I just go to StreamYard. That folk can't hear?
They can hear. Keep going. They can hear us.
It's buffer.
But that means they have to go out, come back, go out, come back. Okay, so. Okay. I'm going to stop. Because I don't like doing the show like that. And I'm just going to go through StreamYard. Or is it going to stay green? Okay. I think it was probably 15, 20 years ago. I was doing a revival in North Carolina. For those of you that do not know, I was a whole pastor traditionally. Now I'm still doing pastoring now, but not like the way that I was. But there was a young lady that wrote a book. Actually, at that time, I was talking to her about her book and things that she needed to do. She finally wrote the book, and it's called "The Church Can Go to Hell." And I saw a live that she did on this book. Her name is, no, wait a minute. She's another one with the overseas names. What's December? What's that? Desimber. December, but spelled like something else. December Rose Walterdon. This is her book. December. Desimber. I heard her talking about this online, and it was absolutely good. It really was a good. So I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna get her on the Washington to tell y'all about the whole experience, because she was saying all this stuff that I was saying to her. I was prophesying. I don't remember, but she sent it to me, and it's well made. So I can't wait to get into this. And then there's also this other man. His name is David Cooks. Now, and these people sent in this stuff, and this stuff is not empty. They sent it in with donations for our new studios. In fact, the donation that David Cook sent, it says, "For the new studios." Thank you so much. But this is so interesting. It says, "Getting undressed from paralysis to purpose." So it looks like that he was in a wheelchair for a period of time. It said, "Thank you for all that you you give up, you make a positive impact on people's lives, including mine. I was in the midst of 120 days of bed rest when I came across one of your YouTube videos in February 2020. It was the jolt I needed at the time, and I've been watching, supporting you ever since. You have connected me to a prophetic network that has and continues to speak in my life and change my life. I'm saved and I'm in a wheelchair, and understand why some marginalized groups stay away from the church, especially people with physical challenges. I believe in divine healing. I believe in divine wholeness. Thank you for creating a platform for the broken to come and experience transformative love of Jesus." Ain't that something? I said I was a guest on a Prophetology podcast. You know what? This is so interesting. When I first started out doing this here, I knew that I was supposed to stop pastoring traditionally and then come over here into entertainment. I started doing radio. It was the radio show for like 1 or 2 years. At the same time, I started Larry Reid Live. And I am so glad that I decided to do it, because somehow or another, I get up here talking and running my mouth, and folks still somehow or another get fed spiritually. You know, they start connecting me in a spiritual way. They start joining my network, and they be on the prayer line with me on Sunday. I think it's a wonderful thing. It was not what I was planning to do, but I do believe it's what I was supposed to do. And thank you so much, David Cooks, for your donation. And then also the other people that sent in donations, I want to call your name. Thank you so much for Renee Myatt that sent in several donations at one time. I also want to thank you, Cynthia Hyacinth. I read your letter already, and I'm going to call you directly. Also, Karen Johnson, thank you so much. What is there? Oh, Kathy Williams, thank you so much. Who's that there? Wayne and Dale Terrell, thank you so much. All right, so I'm going to be calling one of you. Who did I say I'm going to be calling? Who did I say I'm going to be calling? I can't remember. Who was it? Who the one? I just looked in the thing. I said I want to be calling her in a little bit. Oh, Cynthia Hyacinth. Okay, I'm going to be calling you. Wait a minute, were you in my St. Martin church? Hyacinth. God, that name sound familiar. Hey, Glenda, how you doing? Thank you for letting me know. All right. What's that sitting on top of me? Clear that out of there. You don't know what I'm about to say. This is a new night. This is a whole brand new studio. Not the thing that went back red again. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Okay, anyway. So let me go ahead and tell y'all. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody sent me something else I forgot. There's a whole bag of stuff I ain't got no business with. Is this candy? Oh, it's ginger mints and whatnot. Okay, and this is sent for Laura in New Jersey. Oh, so you sent me 2 things. Okay. And it's like I love to do. And I was scrolling on the internet. And as I began to mind my business, the more and scroll, I kept being flooded by a few conversations that were happening online. And I know that I wanted to come live to talk about it, but I was on vacation. A fake vacation, because it ain't never really happened, because I kept having to come live and talk about stuff because y'all cut up so darn bad. One of the things calls you to know a little piece. I found out who they was when the TD Jakes used the most, because he knew, to me, Alfred cannot preach. He may be a wonderful, a great man of God, but from what I heard, he just can't. But Susie can preach. So anyway, I just see him as like the figurehead. He may do some wonderful stuff in the DMV area. I would never know. I'm from down here. I only know his wife ministry because hers is much bigger and, in my opinion, better. But anyway, so I said, why are they congratulating him for? I said, oh, y'all remember when am I going into this topic now? I meant to introduce this, but I feel like my help coming. I feel like I'm about to go all the way into this word. Am I going to go into it now? Should I go into it?
I don't know. You should not.
You don't know. You don't know. Y'all, Joseph got his braids did. Hold on, see if y'all can see it. Joseph got them braids did. Joseph, them braids. Got them braids did. And Kendall got him some new glasses. Look at Kendall. Can you take the mess off the screen? Can you do 2 things at one time? No, but you take the stuff off while it's a shot on you. You got to move quick. Ain't that right, Latray? Take it off. You just bring it back. Y'all look at the camera, Kendall, to see your glasses. You got to take the hat off. I don't know why you got a hat on. You don't have no hair. You do not have no hair. Lord have mercy. Okay. All right. And then y'all can see this is where, remember I had the pastor that was here? He was sitting right here, but we're close up on him. And this is all the stuff that I just opened, but I really ain't supposed to let y'all see all of this and what's happening here on the table. I'm not supposed to let y'all see all of this. But it's my darn show. I do what the hell I want. All right, so anyway, let's go. But let me get back to the man where wife preached real good. Alfred. Okay, so I seen everybody celebrating Alfred, and I said, "What is he done took over? What he done done? He done took over. He done took over something. What is took over?" And come to find out that he was the one. I posted it then. He was the one that I guess was appointed to take over the College of Bishops. Let me explain to you so you can understand what the College of Bishops is, because all y'all ain't from the church. But everybody that's watching me, you understand the Catholic Church. Well, there are a whole bunch of black folk out here that's bishops and Pentecostals and speak in tongues, but they want to be Catholic so bad that they follow everything that the Catholic Church do. Now, I'm not saying it's wrong, because my mentor puts on the collar and he does the bishop thing. He's an archbishop. Is that what I'm saying it right? Arch. He's an archbishop. So I'm not saying anything wrong with it, but I just don't like the mess. Yeah, was I doing the bishop stuff and had my whole everything and was an ordained pastors into stuff? Yes, and I burnt it up too. I spent thousands of dollars with the ring and everything, and I got tired of it, and I took it. In fact, I didn't burn it. I went and took it down somewhere and gave it away. Thousands of dollars. God was just tired of doing that. Everybody who liked doing the black Catholic Pentecostal bishop stuff, more power to you. But it's not my ministry. The only way you will see me something like that is Bishop Bernard Jordan done asked me 159 times to do this to help him with something that he need done, and he needs somebody anointed, ordained, and understand the liturgy and all that kind of going on. That's the only way, and that's not happening. All right? So
Keep on saying that.
it's not happening.
Keep on saying
It's not. No, it's not going to happen. That's not going to be happening. That's not what's going on. I'm not putting on no collar and sock that big old white thick thing around my neck. And for me to take it off and then to mess with my self-esteem after I see all the mud on the back of the collar. And I know that happens to everybody. I ain't the only one with oily skin. You have big old white thing, bro. It's white on the outside. You take it off on the inside, it's muddy. And there ain't no way in the world that I put that thing around my neck. I didn't like them no how. Okay, but anyway, so the black Pentecostal bishop that liked the Catholic Church so bad and the Pope, they like to be into all this kind of going on. So there was something called the College of Bishops. So the College of Bishops was founded by someone who just recently passed. And we talked about him. I think I did make a post about him dying. Well, his name is Bishop. What you mean this picture ain't populated? That means you ain't downloaded. I sent it to you. I sent it to you. Can you find the man's picture, please? So the people can just put that up there. He in the thing. Put the thing up there, the grid, the thumbnail. Put it up there. Bring it on top of it. Sit on top of him. It's fine. Bring it over there. You can hear me talk while it's over there? Natcha, you should have brought it over bigger. Now they can't see who the man is. He's way over there in the corner. That's what I just asked you to do. What's the problem? I didn't ask you to make it small. I said bring it over the size that it is. Please bring it over, sir, please. Oh, my God. Right over there in the corner. Now, y'all see J-Mall is right there in the middle, and he ain't saved. Then right beside him is Liston Page, and he cotton preach. And then over there is the president. Lord, I forgot to talk about the president. I need to jump back to the president before I get to the other stories. But hold on for a minute. Let me finish. Over there in the other corner is J. Delano Ellis, and he's the one that's the symbol sitting on top of his head. He's the one that started the College of Bishops for the black Pentecostal bishops who like the Catholic Church so darn bad. All right, so now you know who he is. Now, before I get to talking about them and tell you what done happened, because he deceased and left the College of Bishops. But remember, I put up a post and I was putting everybody up there that was on the board, and my vote was for Sabrina or Neil Ellis. Y'all remember? For them to take over the College of the Bishops. The rest of them folk I really didn't even know that good. I know Pat McKinstry that's in there. I know she's saved. I see some of the rest of them in there. I said there are a few saved folk in there. But in my opinion, I said give it to the wife because she was the one that was fricking the bishop. Because she ought to really know what is in his soul, because what was in his soul, he was putting it in the middle of us. So it seems like to me that she should be the one to give everybody the vision as it relates to the College of Bishops, because it's in her. It's in her. It's in her. All right. But let me get back to that, because there's a whole mess been going on, and I got to catch y'all up with that, because after the death Find this picture. Bishop Delano Ellis. After I do this, together. You ain't had it in here. I wish y'all could hear it to me. I had it in here. I had it in here. It didn't populate. Okay, wait.
Jesus, Lamb. Just keep going, Larry. Keep going.
Okay. All right. Wait a minute. So, let me get on going to the. Let me say something about the Donald. Bring him over here, and I'm glad you used this asset because this is probably how he really feel in his spirit. He said, "You know what? I had all these white prophets prophesying, saying that I was going to win, and it did not happen. I actually thought that Joe Biden was going to die before we get to that time because he's old as dirt, but he didn't die. Now, I'm sitting here in danger of being impeached for the second time, and this diaper is full." Ain't it what it look like he's saying? Look at this, what it look like he's saying. Look like this diaper is full. Okay, so anyway, so Daniel done got himself in a whole mess. Falling behind these. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all something coming. And I said this earlier. It's probably what got me banned, because I made a post about that white pastor who was basically casting a spell and speaking a curse on those that stole the election allegedly. And I said this in the post, and I meant what I said. We all know that white folk curses do not work except in the movies in Hollywood. White people don't have no spiritual power. That is us that have the spiritual power. So being that white folk don't have no spiritual power unless we have loaned it to them by laying hands on them or they've been around our churches, you can speak curses to you blue when actually red in the face, because that's what white folk do. It's not going to work. So I put it up there and just thought it was hilarious to me because it was a waste of his breath. Because no white folk ain't got no power to curse nobody. That we got the spiritual power. And I guess folk got upset, and I started hearing from some of the white viewers, "That's my pastor, you shouldn't have said that." Well, you just really revealed to me who you is, because that's your spiritual daddy. And he up there talking about an election was stolen and going on with that thing. First, let me tell y'all something. You can believe what you want to believe, but at this point, you keep going on and on and on talking about election stolen. You're really not contributing to the future that we trying to have here in America of togetherness. Won't you go on about your business or shut it up? Shut it up. Just, it's over. It's got 9 more days. Joe Biden gonna have his I don't know, they need to have this inauguration. This need to be done in a bunker. But this do not need to be public, because they already done put out something. According to the FBI, they found out that they're going to be doing armed protests at the Capitol in all 50 states, and that one of the events that they're supposed to be targeting is the inauguration. Talking about doing something like what they're doing at the Capitol. This should not be something that is had. And Donald Trump done said he ain't going no way. To me, that's a dog whistle. Ain't it a dog whistle saying, y'all might as well just go there, bomb everybody up, because I won't be there, and I'll be there for the second term. Y'all kill everybody that be out there. Donald Trump, this is what we need for you to do. First of all, we have dumped you. Trump, president, dumped. We have dumped you. And rightfully so. And y'all know I was not somebody that was totally against Trump. He was funny to me. He was interesting, and he represented how you can basically give, a middle finger to the system and work the system and become the head of it. That's my kind of going on. So I sort of like that. But then 2020 for me was the time where I was like, you know what? Trump, you're a poor leader. You really don't really care nothing about anything except for the money, and really setting us back some years to going to the old America where black and browns weren't handled properly. Really not interested in your leadership anymore. So I did not vote for him. I didn't vote for him the first time. I voted for Hillary because I thought it would be really good after we have a black president to do something that's monumental and have a female president. But that ain't worked. We ended up with Donald Trump. And I really ain't hated that bad until 2020. So for me, and Donald, I want you to understand this, versus you keep talking about the thing was stolen. 2020 was not your year, just like it won't our year. This Cora came and cut up, tore everything up. That's when we realized we don't really like you that much. You didn't handle the decorum right. You didn't handle. You treated everything like an economic crisis instead of a health crisis. And as a result, we don't think you're that empathetic and you don't really care about people. So we ain't want you no darn more. Add that on top of everything else you were saying along the way with these black folk getting killed and you not really handling this stuff right. That was it. You lost the presidency because you ain't do right in 2020. It ain't had nothing to do with no cheating. You just lost it. Black folk were voting for you. We even had you in our songs for about 20 years, 10 years, the rappers and stuff. You know, looking at you as like the American dream. You had us in your back pocket, but you messed up. We were rooting for you. Some of us. But you messed it up. Down. And so as a result, you got going about your way. Go find you something else to do because you would not be doing presidency no darn more. Now, let me tell you all this. We up to 4,000 people dying as relates to this corona every single day last week. This is death now. This is not the number of infections. Remember when the number of infections were 200 a day, 1,000, then it jumped to 25,000, then to 100,000, I think it was. I seen it one time. Now the deaths are coming up just like they had projected Burke and Fauci. Like we heard prophesied right here on this platform that it would happen. This vaccine, they do not know. You can put the Larry Live symbol in them through talking about this one here. They have found out that people, even after the vaccine, will be able to contract COVID-19 again. The vaccine is just there, you guys, to help this transmission, to slow it down. The same reason that we wear our mask and keep our distance. The vaccine is not a cure. It's just a tool of management. And so this is something that we know. So the fix-all is not going to go get no darn vaccine. The fix-all is keeping your distance. The fix-all is wearing a mask. Part of the fix is vaccination. But more than anything is you taking care of yourself and eating right so that your immune system can fight through whatever it might have to go through. That's a word right there. Eat so that your immune system can go through anything it might have to go through. It can face it and go through it. That's what y'all need to do. Now, if you do that, I think that you're going to be okay, 3 years down the line or 2 years down the line before they really find out how they're going to handle this. I really feel like it's going to be something that's going to come back this time of the year, just like the flu, until they figure this thing out. I don't even really feel like there's going to be a cure. The best it's going to do is a vaccination. And we're just going to have to be careful and wear masks until times get better. Because then now on top of that disease, the 4, 5, 6, 11 other strands that's happening to where the vaccine can't even do nothing with. So it seemed like to me that y'all would take this moment to change what y'all got going on the way that you... I'm not even fooling up with red meat right now so that my immune system can be strong. I'm making sure I keep my gut clean so that my immune system can be very strong. And this is what you guys need to be doing my 10,000 steps every single day. I'm not just saying it, I'm still doing it. I'm drinking my darn water, half my body weight. This is why I done lost like 26 pounds, because I'm trying to make sure that if I have to go through it, I'm going to be able to come through that thing. And all this ain't here, all this, who going to do Larry Live, but Larry Live that ain't alive? I got to be live to do Larry Live, so that's what I'm doing to make sure that everything's all right. All right, I'm through with the president. There was some other stuff I want to say, but it is too late, and I'm ready to go. All right, so get back to what I was saying about Bishop, the College of the Bishops. Or do I want to talk about Jamal before I get to that? No, let me go ahead and finish the College of the Bishops. Because I need to read this here letter. Because as I was minding my business, I want y'all to hear me, because that's what I do. Mind my business. Y'all mistake my job, Larry Reid Live, with the way that I live my life. There's two different things. This is a job. I'm minding my business. And I seen all these congratulations over the thing, and that's when I found out that Alfred had got the thing. Okay, so now I celebrated it. I made the post. thousands of us commented up on it, went on about our life. But the other day, I had heard, actually I had already heard about it, but I ain't had no verification, that Alfred Owens was elected into the College of Bishops over the phone with just a few people in attendance, and other people that needed to be there were not there and did not agree with his leadership. Now, as a result, things got a little rocky. Now you have Bishop Alfred Owens and a group of folk. I'm gonna tell y'all, didn't I tell y'all that the church and this political system is the same spirit? Because we see the same, this is the same kind of bull that's happened with the presidency. Yes, I'm gonna fuss at every last one of y'all. Because this man, Bishop Delano Ellis, that started the College of Bishops and have went on to be with the Lord, would not have y'all acting the way that y'all acting right now. Y'all know he like to rebuke folk. He rebuke better than he preach. Y'all know he love to get you together. And y'all acting like this. His own wife. Let me tell y'all this part that it ain't telling, that everything I say is alleged, but it's public, so I'm going with it. His own wife know that y'all won't handling stuff right and didn't have his best interest and his vision at the center and the focus of what y'all had going on. She left the College of Bishops. Yes, she did. You heard me right. She put in her resignation letter because she know the mess won't right. And so allegedly, Alfred Owens was supposed to go and talk to her, and a whole other group of folks supposed to talk to her. And one of the reasons that she left was because allegedly Alfred Owens read her from the top of her head to the sole of her feet. And it offended Sabrina. Sabrina was like, you know what, yeah? I don't want to fool up with all y'all, no way. Let me go on about my business. But they know I want a good look for the wife to leave what her husband started. Mind you, I said she definitely should have been involved when it comes to what was going to go next, who's going to take over next, because she was sleeping with the founder. And the vision was in her. Because he put it in there every time they lay down together. All right? So next thing I know, we go from congratulations to resignation. So let me read y'all this in. I'm going to read it word for word. This is what it said. Grace to you and peace from God our Father and the Lord Jesus. We trust that each of you are doing well. That's right. We trust that each of you are doing well, being fruitful unto every good work. We, the undersigned, deliver this letter to you today to tender our resignations as officers and members of the executive and advisory boards of the Joint College of Bishops, African American Bishops. We are grateful for the opportunity that Archbishop Ellis afforded us for over 160 collective years to serve, to teach, and lead, to preach, and to represent what was the finest institute for African American Pentecostal Episcopal development on the planet. However, here we go. Here's the mess. Are you ready? However, because this is business, the corporate practices of the college, specifically with reference to any hotel contract signed without our consent, the use of restricted scholarship funds, the commingling of monetary vehicles without full disclosure between the Joint College of Bishops and J.D. Ellis Ministries, and the general lack of transparency from the finance office is not acceptable to us. Let me give it to LRL. I'm breaking down the LRL terms. We thank and praise God for J.D. Ellis, but he won't handling his business right, nor his wife. As a result, we going about our darn business because we don't want to be raising no money. And his estate and his wife and his children, everybody spending up the money the same way. Because I'm not going to be head of nothing and y'all ain't got y'all money together. So in black church folk fashion, he laid all these wonderful things out about J.D. Ellis, then turned right around and disrespect his whole. See, when you got church brain, you don't read this stuff right. But I ain't got church brain. I've been delivered. I got Larry Lie brain. I want to know how many of y'all in the comment section got Larry Lie brain and can call this board. This a board letter. That's what this is. Let me repeat myself. This is a board letter. This is a board letter. This nobody can't see this. Y'all let stuff just go on in the church and y'all ain't gonna have no opinion. It remind me of the whole J-Mal stuff. I'm gonna get back to this letter. Put a picture of them and say them. Because I've seen, and me and Tim Clinton are not fighting. We both are commentators. I said, put Jamal. We are commentators. So we have our own point of view. But did y'all see what Tim Clinton put up today? And I posted it. Okay, so this thing that he put up, I'm looking at the picture right there. Did you then download any of the assets I sent you? I'm looking at one right there with him on listing page. Just pull that. It don't make no difference. At least he up there while I'm talking, while you can get yourself together.
I'm trying to find a picture of him already.
And why this thing right here white? This white box. What's this there? Lord have mercy. Okay, anyway. That reminds me, because Tim Clinton put a post up today. I'm going to get back to the letter. I know I'm jumping around, but this is my show. You don't like it, go watch somebody else. Let me tell you, let me let you see right here. Tim posted this. He said, someone asked me a question, who would be a better pastor for New Birth, Jamal or Listing Page? Ain't nobody asked you that question. The post I put up about a day before you done this post is number one. Me, this is what he said. Jamal would be a better pastor for New Birth and your church. He said, stop playing with my bro like he's not the GOAT. Regardless of how you feel, he's one of the greatest pastors of all time. Boy, I don't know what's wrong with y'all in church, but how you call somebody the greatest pastor of all time, but they're not a good pastor in their house and not taking care of their children? J-Mo have 159,000 children. You can't pastor all them children, and you sure can't pastor the few thousand right there at New Birth if you can't take care of your 159,000 children. And let me say this to New Birth. If you don't have a problem with all of the stuff that J-Mall done hit the publications with this year, you no longer have my respect and you are no longer New Birth. After today, you are Afterbirth. You are several births. You are multiple births. You are no birth control church. If you don't have a problem with this here man, you should have kept Lord Jesus.
All right, number 4 now.
I don't understand. And so we talking you the best pastor. What in the whole hell? From what I understand, he ain't raised but like somewhere between $12 and $15 million in 1 year with a zillion members. They're like $50 a member. What? You ain't no good pastor. You ain't even a good preacher. You're a good speaker. But when it comes to preaching, like what Listing Page do, he can't do that because you got to have the Holy Ghost. I tuned in to J-Mall the other day. He was speaking in tongues. I said, wait, now when this happened? I said, so you mean to tell me now you can speak in tongues as long as you get a certain size church and you start everybody to love your preaching, now you can start speaking in tongues? Jamal do not have the baptism of the Holy Ghost. He do not have the baptism of the Holy Ghost. You're not supposed to speak in tongues by the unction of the Holy Ghost. This man has not been in no deliverance service. I know this man have not, and I know he friends with that praying man. What's his name? What's his name? John Hanna. But have he sat up under John Hanna ministry and got filled with the Holy Ghost with everything speaking tongues? I don't believe it. I do not believe it. So listen to me after birth. Multiple births, several births, no birth control church. If you don't have a problem with your pastor having 159,000 children, and his baby mamas is not happy, especially this last one that ain't but a year old, Zuri is her name. Zuri needs some more money. Word on the street, pastor. Can't you ask them for a little bit more tithes and offering? And I ain't got no problem with that. Ask them for a little bit more tithe and offering so you can send a little bit piece of more money down there while you still got the job. Because let me tell you, new birth durations, y'all need a new pastor. Because this pastor is a disaster. He is. I be wearing some nice shirts sometimes, some nice little shoes and stuff, but that pain is out of control. So listing page was the runner-up. Y'all know who else was supposed to be, who was on the docket to get to church? Baby Jakes. Now let me tell y'all something. Ain't they glad that listen? Because Baby Jakes, he been standing in the social media stuff. It's like they had everybody lined up. You know what I think about these churches? That they businesses. More than they is churches. Now, every church is a business, but I think they're business first. Because why in the whole hell in the heaven you gonna pull J-Mo out the DMV, bring him into the Atlanta where there's the prettiest women in the world, and not have somebody that's walking with him every day to make sure that peen does not get erected and start plunging in the soul of every woman in the city. Y'all should have gave him somebody to walk with him every day. I done seen him in the mall by himself 2 and 3 times. Y'all sought him up. Y'all know y'all want, and I thought he was a good pick for the new birth durations, but I just thought that my prayer was going to work. I was praying that his peen would stay in control, but it ain't. 1-year-old fresh baby. Fresh. Lord have mercy. I'm gonna get back to Alfred Owens while I'm finish the letter. I'm just jumping around everything. All right. So no, I don't agree with you, Tim. This is your opinion. That's your boy. You know this. Yeah. I don't know y'all swap girls or what. I don't know. But whatever it is, he can't be no friend of mine. I'm taking care of his children. Let me find out. And now, Tim, I see you posting your daughter many times. You best be talking to her too. But I do know that your daughter parents and stuff, I know them Scotts. That's Darrell Scott, Bishop Donald Trump's boy. Darrell Scott and Belinda. Let me just stop with that because that take me down a whole nother direction. It take me a whole nother direction.
When did Donald Trump become a bishop?
He is a bishop. You ain't see what Paula White said? She made him a bishop. She made him a bishop.
The African angels gave her the good.
She got the African angels, and the African angels were telling her to tell him that he was a bishop, and she put him over the black church.
Okay.
He's a bishop in the black church now. Say what now? The White House jurisdiction. He's over. He's the White House jurisdiction bishop, and so at this point, but Tim's spiritual father, or ex-pastor, is Darrell Scott, and that's his daughter's granddaddy. So they might be keeping him from seeing his daughter, but I don't know. But one thing I do know that Tim talking crazy because J-Mo, the best pastor, what qualified you as the best pastor? Can I, he ain't built, I ain't what he built. Did he build something? I would like to know. Because from what I understand, he left empowerment temple disempowered. So I don't understand. No, what I know he can give birth to a bunch of children. Now that I know. He's got plenty of seed for the sowing. But I don't understand what makes these pastors good. What makes them, I think it's that got good branding. Okay. He can speak, do good clapbacks. But y'all notice he ain't clap back what about this child. Because did I not say, don't you come out here and deny this child? I said, and if you do, so you don't, let me tell you what you're not going to do with me. You're not going to come out here and talk about, well, Larry Reid live said and what he said is not true. You cannot even use my name if I think you talking about me. It's gloves on with your sorry self. You sorry, I ain't got no respect for you. All right, take him off my screen. I ain't got no respect. You don't take care of your children, I don't have no respect for you. You lie. You got out there with a whole balloon. I thought you were talking about that other child because that other woman was lying on you. Because these preachers do have women lying on them. Let me make this clear. These preachers, we preachers, have women and boys lying on us about children, about sex, and some of everything. But sometimes it be true. And we just lie when we caught. Just lie. Got that balloon up there and talking about, I'm going to send a cease and desist. We know the boy died that was over the, that talked about him, that put it out. He died. The boy was heavy. His heart gave out. He couldn't take no more. Y'all don't laugh at that.
Don't say it then.
I didn't mean to say it like that. I didn't mean to say it like that. But I'm just saying, I had seen him. I said, oh. I was going to pray for him. I said, Lord, lay him on my heart. The Lord said, if I put him on your heart, you will not be able to breathe. So I couldn't even pray for him because the Lord couldn't put him on my heart. You never had the Lord put somebody on your heart, you pray for them? Size matters. Everybody cannot be put on your heart. What is it? I'm just saying. I'm not talking about him. I'm just talking in general. Okay, we have a lady that is here tonight. Latre Al Yaka Productions that's responsible for all of the stuff that you see us doing, and she's trying to tell me I shouldn't be saying that. It's just comedy. Latre is just comedy. Rest in peace, not Greece. All right. Now, what was I? I don't remember what I was talking about. What was I talking about? Was that Jamal? No, I was not talking about Jamal. I'm through with Jamal. Get back to the what's the name about Owens. Let me finish reading this letter. That's what I got. Finish reading this letter. Okay. All right. And I found out that Bishop Pat McKinstry left before he was elected too. I mean, right after the death of Ellis. Let me just skip through the letter. Y'all done seen what he blamed everybody on. And let me tell you who else was at the bottom of this letter. These are all the bishops that done split the College of Bishops. Put the College of Bishops down. My lips is so chapped. I think I'm broke out. I think I'm broke out because when I had to go to the dentist, and that girl, I think her gloves, she had on them, what's the latex? And I'm allergic to latex. I'm gonna tell you.
If you're allergic to latex, then why you let her touch you?
Let me tell you what happened. I didn't think about it. I was thinking about getting back here to this house because they white folk right here working in my house, and I wasn't exactly sure if one of them I could trust because they got a stealing spirit on them. Put the LRL, let me tell you something. Well, today I went to the dentistry because in about a year I'm going to get me some veneers. I don't care what none of y'all like that say. So they're working on my teeth little piece by little piece. So I got next month I start wearing the Invisaligns for you because my bite ain't right. And then I better get my veneers so I can smile like my mentor. I want to buy my smile too. So I had to make some payments because I ain't got the kind of money that he got. But I want that smile. And so I went there today for, I've been there 159,000 times, and I went there and she stopped me back. I ain't never seen this lady. I always go first thing in the morning. She was fine too. But she had latex gloves on. I can't do latex. You remember when condoms first came out, they were latex, right? Let me tell you what I did. I put a condom on, which I don't like using condoms. That's why I ain't out there in those streets, because I'm not about to come up with no dry cough. No, that's not happening. Latex what brought me to this conversation. Let me finish, Latrey. Latrey is like, stop. She don't want me to say anything.
Don't tell her.
She do not want me to say anything. And let me tell you, and this is a visual. Listen, I put a latex condom on. Well, I'm a black man. We don't wear condoms. What we wear? Condominiums. That's right. White men wear condoms because they got the little tiny little pink pins. But we wear condominiums. So I put my latex condominium on. Done whatever I was trying to do, what I was called for in the moment to do. And when I took that condominium off, probably about an hour later, have you ever seen one of them Hershey Crunch bars? I looked at my thing, I said, wait a minute! What did happen? It's a true story, that's why it's so funny. I'm not lying. I'm telling you what happened. It's the truth. Oh my God. I went and got every kind of ointment known to man. Start smearing it all over. I said, surely. What in the world, Lord God, did you trying to tell me not to never do that again? What is it? That thing bumped up, looked like a Nestle Crunch bar. Oh my Lord, wearing drawers was just it was irritating me. It was I said, this is terrible. So that woman right now, y'all can't see it, but my lips is bumped up. And I had put some cortisone or something like that. Because that same soft tissue, it can't take it. I can't fool up no latex. She had some latex, and like they were blue. But they latex be blue. She need to stop. She don't do that no more because she lay right up across my bottom lip. Because it ain't my top lip. It's this bottom where she was laying in there in my mouth, taking them stitches out. I want to see if I can get me a little piece of money. All right, get back to the College of Bishops. Let me tell you the folk that don't split Delano Ellis's organization that he birthed up out the dirt. You know, it's a song, it's a hip hop song. Straight up out of the dirt. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Out of the dirt. Okay, anyway, you know I like that kind of ratchetness, you know, when I'm in that mood. Number one is Archbishop Alfred A. Excuse me. There was no shade. There was no shade. No shade. There was no shade. Or am I in the spirit? Who
believe out there? Somebody raise your hand if you think that was not shame.
It was not shame. It's Alfred A. Alfred A. Alfred A. Owens Jr. Also Bishop Jonathan E. Alvarado. Wait. I'm saying the trend. This is light-skinned vote. And ain't he in Atlanta? Okay, that's a whole nother story. But the man can teach. I saw him. He taught at Prophetology. That man can teach. But You don't need to be doing stuff where your name come in the media and your name done been in the media for something else. You just need to stay lay low. You shouldn't even put your name up here, Alvarado, because somebody can go to Google now because I called your name. Bishop Eric wait a minute. Maybe that was not a mistake. This list is suspect. Wait a minute. Do y'all not know Eric Garnes? We just had a whole conversation about him on the internet when wait a minute, conspiracy. Because he was the one that was supposed to, he was like one of the main ones in the College of Bishops, wasn't it? So he probably should have got it, but somebody told me that they set him up for him not to get it and took him down, but it took him down for a good reason. Now, I did see Bishop Eric Garnes in some pink Daisy Dukes. That's no lie. That's no lie. It was at the beach, but them thing was short. I was like, now wait a minute. You know, but to each your own. All right, let's go on to the next thing. Those of you that are watching me that are part of the LRL community, I'm really cutting up tonight. So you're gonna need to donate so that I can fight all this. Look, it's to the point to where Joseph not even laughing because he knows some of these names on this list.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
But see, I don't need none of y'all niggas in order to do what I do. I don't want to come preach at none of y'all church. I don't care. Don't put the cash app up there because the cash app, we got too much money in there and we can't even get the money out. I don't care about none of y'all church. Y'all never want to come preach. I'm not in all that mess. I can stand out here and talk about y'all and ask the people to circumcise their vision so they can see that y'all a bunch of bottoms. Now, there ain't nothing wrong with being a bottom. If you out there listening to me, you're a bottom. You are powerful. You're powerful. You're very powerful. You know what it takes to be a bottom? So if you are a bottom, I do not want you to be upset with me. Every bottom bishop that is in the College of Bishops. Now, this says College of Bishops, but there's another way to spell the kind of bishop I'm talking about that's a bottom. B-I-T-C-H-U-P-S. Everybody type it in there. B-I-T-C-H-U-P-S. Bishop. Yeah, but that's one of y'all bottom bishops out there. I don't want you to feel bad, because there ain't nothing wrong with being no bottom. That's what you want to be. There ain't no one being bottom. And they say it's very pleasurable because it got all them nerve endings. I tried to reach for mine one time. My thumb got locked in my bread basket. Couldn't work. But let me tell you this. Those of you that are bottoms and bishops, you're powerful. You know why? Because you can take anything the devil can throw at you. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I told you I shouldn't have done this show because I was tired. And when I get tired, I don't have no filter. All right, so let me get back to the reading of the bottoms. I mean, I'm just playing. This is not LD bishops are not bottoms. I don't know anything. I'm just playing. It's comedy. Archbishop Alfred Owens, Bishop Jonathan Alvarado, Bishop Eric Garnes, Bishop Timothy Clark, Bishop Edgar Van, Bishop Josephus Johnson, Bishop William Washington, Bishop. Oh, I love George C. Wright. I met him at Prophetic College. And he was out there standing with Bishop. He right tall. He real tall. You remember him? He was a very nice man. Very nice man. Bishop Julia Wade, I guess it's a woman. Like in the Bible, they said that Apostle Julia. Bishop Terrence Sykes, Bishop Maureen David, that's the female. Bishop Dolores Doran. All y'all split. Put the man up there. Y'all have split the College of Bishops. You have split, not him. You have split Delano Ellis's thing, my boy. It's a shame. And then the way you went out, you dragged them. So they dragged them in the letter. Who you talking about? Bishop Ellis? If y'all talking about Sabrina, they come out and do the letter right and say we talking about Sabrina. All this vague stuff, we put the blame. Y'all talking about our bishop. And y'all ain't no good for it. You ain't no good for it. You ain't no good for it. Y'all know Delano Ellis when he be rebuking every last one of y'all like he did Carlton Pearson in that movie. Be rebuking right hard. You know he liked the rebuke. Mm-hmm. Lord, let me see. I'm gonna take some phone calls and see what somebody got to say.
Patreon is texting me.
What Patreon saying?
They want to see the pink Daisy Dukes Patreon.
Oh no, that was, see what happened was I had to tell that story to Patreon. Okay, so I can't tell that story right here because it involves a third person. Why did that keep coming out there like that? Okay, I see. All right, call 833-LRL live right now. You got to give me your name and your the area you're calling from. You got 1 minute. Anything that I talked about, you want to talk about, you have a comment on, you can comment on it. Lord have mercy, Jesus. All right, now make sure I work this thing right. All right. Call in here. Why you so far away? You don't want nobody to see you?
I don't want to be on camera.
What? No, if you do that, I'm gonna be able to hear myself. I don't want to hear myself, but I got to be able to hear them, right?
No, this is
Okay.
this.
Okay. Okay.
15.
Okay. All right. 833. Wait a minute. 833. What's the number? LRL live. Now I hope y'all don't have no problem with it because we were having a little problem with it, but we should be all right now. I'm saying, okay, I see you coming in now. All right. So I'm going to unmute you. I'm going to call your last four out. You tell me your name and where you're calling from. And I do want to apologize for our technical difficulties. We're still getting everything together. And we don't know what in the whole hell and the heaven happened with the Facebook. I don't know what that was about. But
Yeah, we do.
Oh, well, we do know what it's about. We do know what it's about. But I guess that's going to be fixed soon.
You don't talk about the bottles, you might as well talk about the white evangelicals. You might as well talk about the white evangelicals.
Oh, okay. All right. Caller ended in 2345. What's your name and where you're calling from?
Yes, my name is Tasha. I'm calling
She's
from
talking, but I
Florida.
can't hear her.
Hello?
Okay, hold on for a minute, caller.
Okay.
Y'all can hear her, but I can't hear her. Okay. Okay, hold on. I just need to be able to hear her. I done accidentally hit something where I can't hear you, so just give me a little minute, baby.
Okay.
What is it? What you mean? What, I cut up too much? Yeah, I'm still alive. We're just trying to figure out the thing right now. Okay, all right, baby, I can hear you. What's your name? Where you calling from? You got 1 minute.
Okay, yes. My name is Tasha. I'm calling from Florida. I just want to say, Larry, you are dead on it. You have prophesied all this stuff that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And when we're talking about Dr. Jamal Bryant, you can hear me, Larry?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, okay. So with prophets,
You got to listen to me through the phone.
Yeah.
You're listening to the show, but I can hear you. Go ahead.
okay, so with Dr. Jamal Bryant, is the board supposed to be meeting to like dismiss him?
Well, this is what I heard, baby. I'm so glad you asked me this to give me an opportunity to be a little bit more messy than just comedic. Allegedly and apparently that the board has already had a conversation concerning Jamal. The problem right now is they're in a pandemic, and Jamal has been bringing in money to the tune of somewhere between $12 and $15 million in 2020, even in the midst of a pandemic. So the concern is the money and what he's bringing in. So they have discussed, apparently and allegedly, to keep him through the pandemic, through the first quarter of the year, and now they're beginning, apparently or allegedly, to look for new leadership. So they're torn between going back to the drawing board and letting all these applications come in, or just giving it to listing page. Now that's what I heard. Now I don't know how true it is, but let me tell you this about list on page, because I seen y'all in the comment section saying sideways stuff. But I had a list on page experience in Clubhouse about 2 weeks ago. And this man right here, he gets it. He understands ministry, and he understands the prophetic, the deliverance, the gifts of the Spirit, and has a great world view. I was terribly blessed. He came into my Clubhouse. Somebody told me who he was. I knew his name, but I didn't never heard him preach. And that man in just seconds did very well. Now, I don't know. I only know that about him. You know, I see what y'all put in the comment section under there, and that could be true. But as it relates to preaching and as it relates to presentation and what I got for him, I was sitting and listening to a message from him. I've only heard one from Jamal, one message, and that was because somebody had screened it before me and said how good it was, and it was excellent. That message was excellent that I heard from Jamal. But that little bit of time of listening to List on Page in that Clubhouse, he won my vote. So if I had to vote who would be better for New Birth, being that every pastor that has ever been a New Birth had been caught in some kind of sexual debauchery. But see, it's the thing, sexual debauchery go with the church and the Pentecostal movement. It just go with it. I mean, it just is. Because spirituality and sexuality is the same energy. So it just happens. But the thing is, when you have somebody who's not skilled in deliverance and prayer and the prophetic to help match that level of spirituality, especially their prayer life, that sexuality and debauchery is going to overtake everything. And that's what has happened at New Birth, also known as afterbirth, several births, multiple births, and also no birth control. What has happened at that ministry is every time the sexual debauchery stuff, it take over and become a scandal in the church. So what needs to happen? They need somebody who knows how to handle that kind of stuff in the spirit. And it looked like to me, between the two, listing page is the better.
A deliverance service has to go on. The only thing is, Larry, I know that he's a people person, and I just feel bad for the flock. I feel bad for the sheep, because we already been going through a lot as a race. And I just know that the millennials, you know, they just really grab on to him. And that's my only thing about it, if they do get rid of him.
Okay. All right. I hear you. Thank you so very much. Thank you for calling. And let me tell y'all this here.
Thank you.
I was feeling a certain kind of way as it relates to the people, but if they keep this over here at this church, I don't care nothing about New Birth no darn more. Whatever y'all get is what you get. I don't even care. Because at some point in time, you have to raise the standard. Somebody talking about, and I seen in the comment section, you know, everybody has flaws. I said, what? You mean tell me you can be a whole pastor with 159,000 children and be in scandal after scandal that proves your character is way less than what a leader should be. You ain't got no leader, ain't got to be perfect. But, bro, you just real sloppy with it. And somebody talking about, because he was at Magic City, and they're saying he was at Magic City for the vote. Jamal ain't have no business at Magic City. I don't care if Jesus was there, wrapped in swaddling clothing. He should have said, Jesus, I'll meet you later on because I don't need to be at the titty bar. Chest meat is the reason why I can't please you, oh Lord, my Savior. Meet me round the corner because I can't go to Magic City where the titties is. He ain't got no business over there, no magic shit. Don't care what over there for when his penis out of control. And he got 159,000 children. Oh my God. All right. Is this the number I called? Who this is? All right, caller in and then, what's that? 3637 from, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hello, this is Ashley. I'm calling from St. Mary's, Georgia.
Hey there.
Hello.
Brian Carn had a church there.
So, yes, he does. It's down the street from my house, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm calling because I voted for Trump. However, this stuff going on about the election isn't legitimate, all of this, even if you don't believe in the numbers, the framers of our Constitution, they set up 4 different elements: voting, the Electoral College, the Vice President of the Senate, and if it goes further enough, the state legislatures. It didn't go that far this time. But we went all the way up to Mike Pence, the Vice President of the Senate, and the framers created this to combat complaints and quarreling within states. So to those of us, whoever is watching, that is still saying, oh, it's not, who is still saying, oh, it's not legitimate, it was made legitimate because Mike Pence signed off on the paper. Exactly. And if you still believe the numbers weren't counted correctly and all of that, there's a lot of state and local agencies that are currently going over election law implementation. You can get involved in your local government with that. But the election is legitimate, and we need to move on.
Absolutely.
That's all I want to say.
Anybody who's having that conversation is contributing to what is really wrong presently, and it does not really, help us as far as coming together as a people in the future. Because right now the election done did whatever it did, whether it was fake or real. Now let's move forward. Hell. All right. Talk to you later, baby.
Right. Thank you.
All right. Next call. I heard her say thank you. My fingers is heavy. I got to hold it up. Ain't got no chicken in me. I got to hold it up and just hit the thing too quick. So I'm sitting on by business. She said she voted for Trump.
That's exactly what she said.
I didn't hear that part. Well, she can vote for Trump. She want to. Yes, she can. We let anybody do whatever. Everybody can have their own opinion over here. We love everybody, but she voted for Trump. But she said the election is legitimate, so she ain't one of them. I might would have voted for Trump if he done better this year. I might would have. All right, caller in 9685. What's your name? Where you calling from? Hello? Caller. What the hell is you? Is you here? All right, you ain't here, baby. You listening through the show. That's what it is. Caller in 5448. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's going on, Larry? Your favorite LRLer, Sonia from Connecticut.
Oh. Okay, I'm listening. I ain't got no beat button, but go ahead and let him use it.
Well, I got 30. I gotta be obedient and stay within a minute. Ha ha. Oh, glory. Listen here, brother Larry.
Okay.
I am somebody in your Patreon. I ain't gonna tell what we do in Patreon. Ha ha. But somebody in your Patreon, I had to ask you this because I didn't see the young lady get a response. But you know how you've been saying on your Monday nights that no more brick and mortar? You remember that?
Yeah.
Okay, God is doing a new thing. Let me ask you, if that be the case, what do all the preachers do with their elaborate church buildings or their small church buildings? What happens to the actual building? Can you speak to that?
Well, I don't know what happens to it. Well, first of all, I hope that it's paid off, or either you in a lease, because to be anywhere in between is a lot of stress. Because most of the time, if you're in a lease, you probably can work something out with the owner as it relates to this COVID-19. If it's paid for, you ain't got to worry about nothing but the yearly taxes. Now, this is what I'm going to say. if I was a pastor and I had a building, and right now we cannot use the building for normal purposes, I would repurpose it. I would use it for something else. There are so many other things that you can use the building for. Or you can actually have services, just have more services because you want to keep distance. Then you can do that as well. Just have more services with less people, and you can do that as well. So I think it's up in the air. It's whatever that they want to do.
Okay, because, I was just wondering about that. Have we been, we've been talking prophetically about no more brick and mortar, and we're doing a new digital age. If so, what do we do with all these church buildings? Even if we are, God is doing a new dispensation in the spirit, and it's all digital, what do we still have church and do digital? So I just wanted to know your take on that. And I'm going to be nice. I ain't going to cuss because I told you I was going on a fast. So I'm on this fast. I ain't going to cuss tonight.
Okay. Yeah, because normally you cuss us good and well. But let me say this, though, because I think context has not been given to the brick and order is out of order. So let me give it context. You got to understand from a prophetic standpoint. We are literally shifting into the future. So the statement that brick and mortar is out of order is about expanding, not getting rid of one thing and going to do something new. It's about graduating. So you always keep that foundation. There are going to be churches that are still going to worship, and that model is probably going to always be around. But as it relates to the future, in order to get in the future, we got to get in the cloud. We got to get into cyberspace. So it's not a matter of just leaving the brick and order and never going back, although that will be the case for many, and that is what many should do. But it's about expanding and really finding out how to, not just your church, but your business, your company, to really put it in the digital space to where it can grow, expand, and develop. Every entrepreneur, it's going from the clicking in to work, the clock, and you actually creating your own work and being your own boss, turning your boss into your client. So if we're talking about moving into the future, it's not about no longer going to church, no longer having a 9 to 5, but it's about expanding alongside your 9 to 5. Start your business and your streams of income. Now you can't come to church all the time, and right now it's not proper. This is the appointed prophetic time for you to begin to expand into the digital space instead of trying to run back into the brick and mortar. So hopefully that gives us some context so you can understand.
Oh, yes, it did. I was just, because even Jordan, when he was on your show, his comment was, and I quote, he said, "I can't believe that people are still trying to go back to the brick and mortar," end quote. Thank you for that's why I asked you that based on what he said. I can't believe that people are still trying to go back into the brick and mortar. Love you, Larry. We out of here.
All right.
No cussing tonight from Sawyer from Connecticut. Oh, this fasting done did a thing for us. Good night.
All right. Oh, wow. Now, y'all know Sonya done quit cussing. Now, some of y'all need to just put it on to the side. She says she fasting, so she can go back to cussing after fast. I understand that. Hold it for a moment. Now, yes, I hope I gave context to that statement because that's how I understand it. That it's not a matter. And when he said, I can't believe people, because some people, what he's saying is, I can't believe people have not taken this time and really expanded the way that they do what they do, and literally have just sat and waited for the opportunity to point everybody back into the brick and mortar, and have not expanded digitally, didn't consider a reset or a reprise. That's what he meant by that statement. And this is the reason why when I had my school of prophecy years ago, I spent a lot of time on how to receive prophecy, how to decode prophecy, and how to attend a conversation with the prophet. Because some of you, I remember when Bishop came up here and he said, America's going to get the president that they deserve, and they could easily end up with another 4 years of Donald Trump. People said he prophesied that Donald Trump would win. That's not what he said. He was speaking what he was receiving and feeling through his senses, And that's just how his gift worked, and that was a prophetic conversation. The way my gift worked is sight, so I knew the outcome by my sight. I saw Biden running around that desk, and he could close in more and more and more, and Trump was unmoved. So I was able to, for lack of better words, I'm gonna say this, predict that outcome, and in 2017 predict that there will be a split in the White House, and there will be a war in the White House. All of that's in a video. My last upload here on YouTube is up there. You go watch it. It's all in there. So it's just a matter of how a person gift work. But then Bishop in the 80s and 90s prophesied about the coronavirus. I didn't prophesy about the coronavirus until I heard the word coronavirus, and then my gift opened up and I saw that it was airborne. And I told you guys in February, it's airborne. And then I began to ask the Spirit, more about it. He told me it was airborne, that the media will lie. Do not trust what they say on TV. Protect yourself, and we will be in masks. That was February. So if I'm a prophet, how come I ain't get it in the 80s and 90s like Bishop Jordan? If Bishop Jordan's a prophet, how come he didn't know that it was going to split at the top? It's the way the gift works. And so when you attending conversations with people that are prophetic and prophets and telling stuff, there need to be more classes on not how to prophesy, but more classes on how to receive prophecy. So I hope we clear that up.
Where can we find a class like that, Larry?
What you say, Joseph?
Where can we find a class like that? You said we need this class. So where can we find this class?
You can find a class like that by joining Patreon. In patreon.com/LarryReidLive, all year long, we're going to be having conversations concerning the prophetic. It's already been going on. We already been doing it. But we're taking it to the next level. And if you are a member of the My Breakthrough Now Network, that's different than being a patron. But you can get it if you're a patron. But the membership is a different level of intimacy. But that's not for y'all out here anyway. We're going to be talking about the prophetic a lot. And I'm calling experts and prophets that I know I have a relationship with to help you guys navigate through the prophetic. It's just how it is. And we do need a lot of conversation about that. I'm going to take some more phone calls. I already took that one. Caller in and in 1265. What's your name? Where you calling from? You got 1 minute.
Hey, this is Shelton, Larry, calling from your home state, North Carolina.
Oh, yeah. This home.
I want to talk about the J.D. Ellis.
Okay.
And if you think about it, it kind of reminds me of the Archbishop Roy Brown fiasco, too.
True.
In some ways. You think about it, not long after they was in the ground, things came out about their finances, and their spouses had to do what they had to do. In other words, Sabrina had to sell the mansion to whatever was had to be done. And unfortunately, Lady Brown, she got the boot from the church. Mm-hmm. And if you think about it, it's a shame that they wait until they are in the ground for stuff to come out like this. Mm-hmm. And all that J.D. Ellis built up now to be in the crumbles by financial errors and people now leaving and splitting after he done worked the ground for all these years. And it kind of goes with also with Archbishop Roy Brown, same thing. You know, things came out about finances and people done split away. So what is your take as far as, is it similarities to with both issues?
I'm gonna say this. There's definitely a similarity. We see that people die and their mess ain't right in the church. Bishops, same thing with Bishop. What's the bishop just died? The lady bishop, Bishop I on a lock, fighting over her mess. Right. This that and the other. You know, this is gonna leave. And what's the girl name? I can't think of the girl name. Belinda. All what's going on with that. Same thing that happened with Roy Brown. It is a pattern that black folk ain't got their life or their afterlife together. And it ain't planned out. And they tend to be surrounded by people with their own agenda. And can't nobody then work together after the person that they all love so much. Because this is what I couldn't understand about this whole college of bishop thing. All of y'all were his spiritual children and sons and worked with him. Didn't nobody have enough couth to say, you know what? Let's not get into writing this letters and stuff. It just ain't going right. We're going to respect the vision and what Sabrina did, and we're just going to pull ourselves away quietly. not a whole piece of paper.
Right.
Put it all over the internet. Y'all know how to do. Once you do that, you know we're going to get the Larry Live. It make me feel like young niggas want to be on the show. You know, because you know I'm going to talk about it because I made the post already about when it took over the thing. You know, so this is a pattern. So everybody's out there listening to me. Let me talk to first ladies first. Get your own money. Put some money to the side. Keep stuffing your breast. Keep putting it up under the mattress. You know, all the ways that y'all put money to the side. You keep tucking it in between different places and have your own account and insurance policy that he don't know nothing about, and keep it to yourself, and God is with you. Hide money. Get your own everything. You know, get your everything in your name with his name in on it on your own. That's number darn one. So when he die with his business unfixed, you all right. That's number one. Second thing, if you are a bishop, you're a pastor, you're a leader in the church, please make sure that your whole legacy is not pissed on by the opinions of our elders, because you ain't do your stuff right and ain't put no success and stuff in place. And as a result, you not doing that. Now they fighting, so it end up on LRL, and now we looking at everything you ever built like, was it really Jesus or not? Or was it the power struggles or something y'all just side up and it really ain't church and Jesus and people centered? Got us all thinking and wondering. That's what I think.
That was all. Thanks again, Larry.
All right.
Keep up the good work.
All right, I shall. I want to know, have you laughed tonight? If you laughed tonight, then take a moment right now and donate to the MBN Network. How can you do that? You can Zelle us at info@thembnnetwork.org. Or you can take a moment to do a text. You text the word give to 404. Why in the whole hell in heaven ain't none of this coming in here? 404-800-4530. That's just text the word give, and you can donate to us right now. Or go to our website, LarryReidLive.com. If you do that, click donate. And you don't care if you're overseas or wherever, your American Express card, your Discover, or anything else you can use. You go right there and you can donate to us tonight. I'm going to take a few more callers. Psych, no, I ain't. I'm tired. See y'all later. And thank you so much. Oh, Venmo at MBN Network. Thank you so much for watching. And I'm so sorry I could not be on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. I'm going to get that fixed. Or should we just all stay on YouTube? What should we do? Any people come over from Facebook? Yeah. How many is in there now? Okay, that's good. But we're missing a lot from Facebook though, because Facebook usually have like 1,000. I know. Or somebody say, I am a part of New Birth Church. You know, let me answer the rest of the calls. There might be a New Birth member. The spirit just said answer. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Come on, New Birth. Come on, this call. I want to know what y'all think. You know, because this is my opinion about J. Mo. You let us see another side of J. Mo. I still meant what I said. Let me see it. Caller in 0805. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, my name is December Rose. I am calling from Greenville.
God's word spoken to me through you 15 years ago. I mentioned you in chapter 2, page 67. I didn't even see that part. Grab some popcorn. It's a movie. All right, you got 1 minute. Tell us something.
Say again?
I said you got 1 minute. Hit us with it.
I just want to say thank you for speaking that word into my life. I did not know how to receive it back then. I was 25 years old, but it has manifested. At my 40th birthday, I released that book. Wow. And I just want to say this to anybody, the vessel, just because you don't get to witness the manifestation of that word. God is the husbandman of the vine, and he's the only one that can inspect the fruit appropriately. So I just want to put that out there. The book manifested when I was 40. I got the word at 25. And it couldn't have happened when I was 25 because I still had some going through to do. Okay? I couldn't write it then because I didn't even know my name good. Okay? But now I know who I am. And so I thank you for that. Thank you for putting out there. I'm looking forward to maybe one day meeting you again in person after 15 years.
Yeah.
But enjoy the book.
Listen.
Your name is in my life, and it has manifested, and I thank you for that.
Well, listen, you have an invitation. If you're going to be in Atlanta, wait a minute, have you got the corona?
I do not, and I have been tested. I do not have no corona, no rona, no COVID.
Okay.
And I'm only
right.
2.5 hours from you. You tell me when and where, and I show up.
Okay. I see it said the guest speaker of the night was Prophet Larry D. Say he read my mail. I stood there amazed, and he told me things he had no way of knowing. He told me to stop wrapping up my sermons in poems and go ahead and preach the gospel. I feel something. Oh Lord, I can't read it right now. I had to wait. I'm had to wait you come here.
You're going to have to read it when you get, and listen, everything you've been talking about, I deal with it in the chapter, The Penis and the Pulpit.
You shut up! Good. I can't.
She needs another minute.
Wait a minute, let's say, hold on a second.
And take a sticky note off the front so people can see the title good.
Wait a minute.
The Penis and the Pulpit.
Wait a minute. I see right here.
I deals with it. I keep it clean in the table of contents, but it's all the way dirty in the middle of the book. I say the whole word because people feel that.
Right.
And they don't feel like wanting to say it, but I say it because I felt it.
Okay, you got it.
People want to send me to hell
Well,
for
yeah.
talking in that book like they talk in private at home, and I shall not go. I'm keeping it real because it's real.
I like we say the counterfeit.
It's real dirty and nasty in these churches.
The counterfeit veil, the church and the side chick. Okay, you coming. You got to come over. P-Valley, WAP. Let's talk about sex, if the truth be told. Okay, yeah. So, just inbox me, baby. We got to have the comment.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. Been there, done that. Got the T-shirt, the keychain, the scars, the wounds, and the testimony. Because God has brought me out. I stepped out of the pulpit on December 6th. Didn't tell the church. They didn't know until that day. I said, I'm done.
Wow.
I'm done with it. Because you will not keep me bound in this pulpit where I cannot speak my heart and my mind.
Oh, yeah, well, you know, that's
I was in bondage, standing in that pulpit, and it's over with.
Wow.
But no COVID.
Okay. All right.
God bless you, Prophet Reid.
All right. She did not just do the whole Prophet Reid thing. Okay. Maybe that was the call I needed to get because now I feel a release. Maybe that was the call. What you in? Uncle, why is you in here with this short skirt on? What? Why is your thighs so bright? What? That is too short.
That ain't short.
There is. There is too short. Oh, I wish you was closer with him. Oh my Lord, you need one of what you call a little press shawls to put up over your leg. Lap scarf. You out of order. And it's cold outside. Your knees gonna be aching. All right. Y'all see that little light skin thigh? Look down there in the corner of Kendall's shop. Look. Don't try to hide it now. You walked out the house like that. I mean on Facebook. Doing now? What's that? We got cameras all over the place. We're taking it to the next level. So what's that now? Yeah. We got all kind of. Is that Lisa? Oh, okay. Hey Zoe. Come get in Joseph's camera. Pajamas. Zoe, I didn't say you had to come up here in front of me.
You got her fessing in front of the
No.
She obeyed and did whatever you told her to do. Come on, sweetheart.
No, I'm not done. So you ain't got. No, I told her to go over there. She had to come walk right there. She look good though. Ain't nothing wrong with her. Let's come over. Let's tell the people hello. We got so many cameras now they can see. See. That's the camera there to the top, Lisa. Move the LRL off. Now, how many of y'all are watching, reading things? Lisa, why you make that face?
No sense.
my God. Oh, Lord Jesus. Okay. All right. YouTube. So I remember just doing this before, but I don't know what we're going to have to do to get it fixed. Hold on. Somebody said I should be the pastor of Newburgh. It was to a square box to preach to the people in the pews in a way that I feel as though if you get a whole lot of it, it can handicap you in your ear. It's the handicapping of your ear. Because the thing is, it messes with your ear the way you don't hear proper. So I don't want to do that to people. And I already did it for 20 years. You know, that's why when I transitioned after 20 years of pastoring into this, most of the people that was around me and in my life at the time, they could not hear the call to this. It didn't make sense to them. And it's because being in that four walls, hearing the word for a long period of time for most people. So I don't want to do that. And I definitely am not going down there to pastor. After birth, several births, multiple births, no birth control. It's not going to be happening. Not down there, no new birth durations. And both my baby girls and my baby mama end up pregnant. Mm-mm. You get pregnant just being on the grounds at new birth. It just happens. Now you best not go to the altar. You slip and fall. All right. Well, I will talk with you guys. Go over there and become a patron. Patreon.com. Don't do it on the site. Because if you go to Larry Live and do it up there, it's not $12. It's $18. So you do it. It's supposed to be $18 by now already, but I feel like that the Lord wanted me to make it to where other folk can come on. I seen some of y'all hit me up talking about they need a sponsor. No, you don't. You need a budget. So you will not be getting one of the Patreons to sponsor you with your broken. That's the problem. I will not be doing it. No. So I will not be doing that. I'm so sorry. So you need to go to. So don't you come tell me I need a sponsor. The Holy Ghost of God gonna let me look and see your bank account, and I'm gonna know where you spend most of your money at. Okay? And you will not be getting one of these folk that I'm mentoring and their finances and got their money flowing. They go take their money. You don't need no breakthrough. What? You need a budget. What did you do with your stimuluses? We got 2 of them in 1 year, almost, sort of like, in a year time. What did you do with your stimuluses? I want to know. It's not sitting somewhere. Well, I used it to pay my bills, but I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I do know some folks took their stimulus and paid their bills. I know, but I know they did. About $12 a month to get something that you can't afford no other way. 'Cause I have therapists in there. I have people that, just helping you all different kind of way. You can't afford them an hour. They're $150, $500 an hour. They in there talking free. So if you can't afford the $12, you just in a bad way. I'm just in a bad way. It's terrible. And you can't afford $12 a month. That you do. I'm gonna tell you what truth is. Look at them thighs. What? Look at. You can see them thighs. Cold as it is. We don't even wear shorts that short. We ain't no white boys.
We got white boys trying to do on the website.
We got what now? What in the world? All right. I'm going to let you guys go. Oh, readingthingsmyway.tv. Go there now and watch all 4 episodes. You see. All right. And a new episode will be dropping on Thursday. Now, after tonight, I'm going on vacation. I won't be back for a while. I meant what I said. I'm on vacation. And I got a whole lot of stuff I got to do while I'm on vacation. So I'm really on vacation from this. Now, if I pop up, it's because I got to. But otherwise, y'all got to give me a little time because I know. Peace.
I don't have a role in Larry. What do you mean? What do you mean? That's not my show. That's Larry. That's Reid's show.
I can mute mine, right?
Well, I used to be on the show until he fired us.
Wait a minute. She lied, number one. She was not fired from Larry Reid Live. She left me.
I was on LRL. No, you're not taking me down this road. I'm not going down this road. I'm not going down this road. Next.
Let's just say what the truth is. This is what happened. It was a mistake of her life.
Stay connected to Larry Reid Live. Take a moment and like the Facebook page, subscribe to the YouTube page, and hit the bell. Text Larry Reid Live to 33222. That's the words. Become a member of Patreon today by logging on to patreon.com/Larry Reid Live. Download the Patreon app and turn on your notifications. Get connected today.